सत्य कथा पुरुषार्थ कथा सुनो सुनो सिद्धार्थ कथा.
His birth. To Shuddhadhana was born Siddhartha Gautama, and this was the manner of Gautama's birth. It was a custom among the Shakyas to observe an annual midsummer festival which fell in the month of Ashar. It was celebrated by all the Shakyas throughout the state and also by members of the ruling family. It was unusual practice to celebrate the festival for 7 days. On one occasion, Mahamaya decided to observe the festival with gaiety, with splendor, with flowers, with perfume, but without drinking intoxicants. On the 7th day, she rose early, bathed in scented water, bestowed a gift of 4,000 pieces of money as alms, adorned herself with all precious ornaments, ate choicest food, took upon herself a fast few vows, and entered the splendidly adorned royal bedchamber to sleep. That night Shuddhadhana and Mahamaya came together, and Mahamaya conceived lying on a royal bed. She fell asleep. While asleep she had a dream. In her dream she saw that the four-world guardian raised her as she was sleeping on her bed and carried her to tableland of Himalayas, placed her under a great sal tree and stood one side. The wives of four world guardians then approved and took her to the lake Mansarovar. They bathed her, robed her in a dress, anointed her with perfume, and decked her with flowers in a manner fit to meet some divinity. Then a Buddhista by the Sumedha appeared before her, saying, "I have decided to take my last final birth on this earth. Will you consent to be my mother?" She said yes with great pleasure. At this moment Mahamaya awoke. Next morning Mahamaya told her dream to Shuddhadhana. Not knowing how to interpret the dream, Shuddhadhana summoned 8 Brahmins who went most famous in divination. They were Rama, Dhaga, Lakhana, Manti, Yana, Suyama, Subodha and Sudatta, and prepared for them a befitting reception. He caused the ground to be strewn with festive flowers and prepared high seats for them. He filled the bowls of the Brahmins with gold and silver and fed them on cooked ghee, honey, sugar, excellent rice and milk. He also gave them other gifts such as new clothes and tawny cows. When the Brahmins were propitiated, Shuddhadhana related to them the dream Mahamaya had and said, "Tell me what it means." The Brahman said, "Be not anxious. You will have a son, and if he leads a householder's life, he will become a universal monarch. And if he leaves his home and goes forth into a homeless state and become a sannyasi, he will become a Buddha, a dispeller of illusion in the world, bearing the Bodhisatta in her wombs like oil in a vessel for 10 lunar months." Mahamaya, as the time to delivery was coming nearer, desired to go her parents' home for delivery. Addressing her husband, she said, "I wish to go to the Devdaha, the city of my father." "Thou knowest that the wishes will be done," replied Shuddhadhana. Having seated her in a golden palanquin borne by couriers, he sent her forth with a great retinue to her father's home. Mahamaya, on her way to Devdaha, had to pass through a pleasure grove of sal trees and other trees. Flowering and non-flowering, it was known as the Lumbini Grove. As the palanquin was passing through it, the whole Lumbini Grove seemed like a heavily Sitalata Grove, or like a banqueting pavilion adored for mighty king. From the roots to the tips of branches, trees were loaded with fruits, flowers, numberless bees of fine colors, uttering curious sounds, and flocks of various kinds of birds, singing sweet melodies. Witnessing the scene, there arises a desire in heart of Mahamaya for halting and sporting therein for a while. Accordingly, she told the couriers to take her in a sal grove and wait there. Mahamaya alighted for her palanquin and woke up in foot for royal salty, and a pleasant wind, not too strong, was blowing, and both of trees were heaving up and down, and Mahamaya felt like catching one of them. Luckily, one of the boat heaved down sufficiently low to enable her to catch it, so she rose her toes and caught the boat. Immediately she was lifted up by its upward movement, and being shaken, she felt the pangs of childbirth. While holding the branch of a sal tree, she has delivered of a son in standing position. The child was born in the year of 563 BC on a Vaishak Purnima day. Shuddhadhana and Mahamaya were married for a long time, but they had no issue. Ultimately, when a son was born to them, his birth was celebrated with great rejoicing, with great pomp and ceremony by Shuddhadhana and his family, also by the Shakyas. At the time of the birth of the child, it was turned to Shuddhadhana to become ruler of Kapilvastu, and as much was in enjoyment of her title of Raja, naturally the boy was called Prince.